Leo's trying to get Dimitri out of his system. I don't know how you can do that. But what's up, my Days of Our Lives peeps? This is my review for yesterday's episode, January 30th, 2026. Yeah, I didn't watch it until late yesterday, and then I went out. So it's like once I did some of my cleaning, I would do the review. Because of course, I have to talk about this. Leo and Dimitri in the same room with Gwen. But anyways, yeah, Leo was just trying to find a way to get Dimitri out of his system. He went over there with a list. Oh Lord, he was just funny. He was like, he said he was trying to teleconnect with Taylor Swift. So I figured out a good way to get over a breakup, and I'm like laughing because I'm like, Taylor Swift's my girl, so it's like, damn, she does have some really good breakup songs. But, but yeah, Dimitri wanted them to go talk alone, but Leo's like, no, Gwen could be here. Oh yeah, Gwen, she had a drink her tea at the house, and Dimitri's like, well, is it getting too expensive for you? Or he said another word, but basically making fun of that fact that she doesn't have any money. Yeah, and I have to admit, them going back and forth is hilarious. I remember, was it this week? I think it was early this week or late last week at the pub when they were, where, yeah, Gwen stole his fries and then dumping in his lap and stuff. And it's like, them just going back and forth was hilarious. But, yeah, it did hurt me that she wasted fries. I'm a fry lover, so that hurt my heart a little bit, but, you know. Anyways, so I wrote down some of the stuff. Leo, he did flashback of when him and Dimitri were saying goodbye while Dimitri's in prison. And I saw Dimitri with a short haircut, and I'm like, please tell me he does cut his hair soon. I mean, he's hot, but I don't mind some guys having long hair, but Dimitri, yeah, he should go back to the short cut. And I was like, they just look so hot. And now I think about it, Leo didn't really was there some? I'm trying to think. Was there a reason why Leo didn't really go to the prison that often? I can't remember. But anyways, that was a nice flashback. Um. Oh yeah, Dimitri and Gwen, they were talking about Vivian and maybe she was the one behind the kidnappings in Alamania. But I should have put this in the order that I was going to talk in it. So, anyways, but he made a list and why he hates Dimitri. Let me say if I'm not. I think he asked AI to help him. Oh lordy, that don't always listen to AI. But on his list, he said that shirtless selfies. So Dimitri's been posting shirtless selfies on Instagram, and so Leo decided to unfollow him. And Dimitri's like, you can see that anytime you want to. I think he even said we could go upstairs right now. It's like, I would love to see those shirtless selfies, please. I mean, I know I'm not Dimitri's type, but I can still look. Yeah. Yeah. They make love all night to Sade music. I was like, is that a problem? I don't see what the problem. Sade's music is very, very soothing and romantic. The music is just like, woo, yeah, it does definitely put you in the mood, doesn't it? I I've never done it to Sade's but Leo's mad because he wanted to do it to George Michael's singles and yeah, so he's like, not Wham, George Michael's himself. I'm like, oh, this thing was just them going back and forth is hilarious. And Gwen's face. Oh my gosh! If you need a good laugh, you could just go watch Days and just watch those scenes. You don't have to watch the rest of the crap. And he makes him do bad things to people he shouldn't do. And Gwen raises her hand like me. And I was like, um, they were talking about Javi, and Dimitri's like, oh, he makes you a better man or whatever. And he's like, yeah, yes, he does. And Dimitri's like, I love you for you. I don't want you to change. Just be you. And it's like, just be you, Leo, and get back with Dimitri. But I can tell, even though, I'm a big Leo and Dimitri fan, I can totally understand Leo not wanting to get back with Dimitri. He is a bad boy, a lot of trouble and stuff, but he's so beautiful. And I think it's funny how Leo talks about that. And it's like, yeah, Leo, he is very beautiful. What are you doing? Yeah, I mean, I really loved him, but I was like, I'm starting to like him with Javi. Of course, not as much as I love him with Dimitri, but that Javi's gone, so maybe when the new Javi comes on, I won't feel so bad because I was like, who's this dude? No, Leo should be with Dimitri. I don't know if they said they recast him, but. I haven't seen a picture of him. I'm sure they probably got someone just as hot as the last one. Well, um, hmm. Trying to think. No, I don't know the name of the new person. Trying to think. Is that one of the things I saw and then forgot about? I don't know. But Leo just rushed out of there like he couldn't. He couldn't just stand to be in the same room with Dimitri. And I was like, I totally understand when you're like around somebody toxic, but you're trying to get away from them. But you just remember those times where the person didn't seem as toxic, and you just like, oh, no, I must run away. But yeah, I think Dimitri, don't give up, Dimitri. You got this. But even though I think I heard that Dimitri's not going to be around too much longer, which hurts my heart. Oh well, I still have all their scenes. Yeah, I actually took the time to go through all the episodes they were on and clip them on, put them together, put them on a flash drive and hook them up to my TV. I could. It was like rewatching a love story all over again. I have to add the new scenes now too. Anyways, yeah. So Dimitri and when we're talking about Vivian, because they were saying Rafe was saying that um whoever is behind the kidnappings, they had like a live feed of it coming from Alamania, and they're talking about the only person that they know in Alamania is Vivian, and she didn't really like the Von Leuschners because of Carly. I was like, it'd be really good to see Carly again. Crystal Chappelle, where is she? I haven't. Well, I mean, I'm not really close with knowing anything what anybody is doing because I don't really follow stuff like that anymore. But it'd be really cool to see Crystal Chappelle pop back up. Just hopefully Carly could avoid getting buried alive again, because um Brady's still there, but Brady and Nicole are not there to save you. Brady's got his own problem. But yeah, as soon as Dimitri walked away, okay, it sounded like I heard some noise, like something going off. I'm home by myself. Well, with my furry animals, but they have turned the TV on before, which freaked me hella out. But no, they were in their beds. And so Thea on my couch. I need to teach her how to vacuum my couch. All that fur on my. Anyways, so after Dimitri walked away, Vivian, Gwen called Vivian. I was like, Vivian, yes. Vivian, that's my girl. That's good. Even though she shot Dimitri, even though she shot Dimitri in the back, and she was the reason why Stefan got shot and died. I still love her. She's just too awesome to hate. But anyways, Gwen called talked to her talking about how much they hate the Void Leuchteners and stuff. So Vivian will be popping back up in Salem. I had a feeling that was in the preview last week. I had a feeling that was going to be a Friday thing. Yeah. But it was just me, or does it look like the background, where Vivian is? It looks like a corner of the Kyriakis mansion, just as ugly. I really, really wish they would redo the Kyriakis mansion. Going back watching the 2008 and 9 episodes, I'm like, it looked so much better. Ugh. But it was weird. The Mirror Mansion, looked nice back there. But I really love this. I love this setup for the Mirror Mansion a little more than the past. But Anyways, what else happened? No, I talked about all this. Yeah, that's pretty much all that happened with their stuff. Yeah, that's definitely an episode I would rewatch over and over again. But also in the episode was Xander. He went to go. Oh yeah, Leo tried to call Marlena, but she was in a session with Zandy talking, and Zandy thought that Marlena might not want to talk to him anymore since he fired Brady. But Marlena is not that. She said that Brady is actually happy, pretty much. So yeah, but I was wondering. Oh yeah, that did happen this week. Marlena was talking with Kayla about who would take over Basic Black, and he said that was going to ask Kate. And so Marlena is like, and Kate will do the operations while Marlena is just in the background. But uh, don't she didn't ask Kate yet. She didn't ask Kate, but Kate was on that episode. They were talking about finding the bones. The bones that were in the crypt was Stefano's bones. So I give it to these new writers. They're closing the door on Stefano for good. So people will shut the hell up thinking he's out there and that they were gonna resurrect him. No, Stefano should stay dead. Joe Mascalo, he is Stefano. Some characters you just can't replace, and that's some yeah some actors just can't be replaced. They just there are those characters. You just can't imagine it working with anybody else. Plus, Stefano's been gone for so long that I don't see a reason to have brought him back either, even if that's something the writers were brave enough to do. Yeah, and that's horrible because they tape so far ahead, so it's like they don't have enough time to fix anything when it doesn't work. But yeah, Marlena talked with Andy about how he was feeling, in the moment that he fired Brady, and he talked about getting, the final divorce papers and missing Sarah and stuff. And I'm like, oh lordy, because I heard that they're getting back together by like late spring, early summer. Been going through couples counseling, which is something they should have did in the first place, but whatever. Yeah, but Sarah, she was talking with Brady. Lordy. But that's who it was. I was like, there's somebody. She was talking to somebody else, and I remember it was Brady and Belle in the square, and she was pushing oh lordy, Victoria in the stroller. I was like, what is her child's name? It's like Victoria, which that's funny. I don't know if I said that on one of the other videos, but I said that name. I was like, they should name her Victoria, and they did. I was like, they heard me. They heard me. Anyways, yeah, so Belle left, and then Sarah and Brady were talking, and it sounds like Brady wants to leave the mansion, and Sarah thinks it's because of her, and well, basically Sarah still wants Xander. That's why she went over and she Marlena Maggie even says she went to go talk to Xander just so that she could cause a fight with him because she loves to fight, argue with him. That's the only thing. That's why she can't get him out of the system. Yeah, there was no reason for her to go over there and talk to Xander about firing Brady, but Brady's in a good place. What is he gonna do for money? I don't know, but we never see him work anyway, so he'll be alright. But yeah, I didn't really listen too much of their their conversation. I was in heaven with the Dimitri and Leo scenes. But finally, Belle and Kristen went to go see Rachel. So they're going to have the court hearing. Well, really, they're gonna be in like the judges' chambers talking about letting Kristen, she won't have to go back to prison, and then Rachel, they'll say they will talk. We'll talk, and basically Rachel said that it was all an accident or whatever. But Belle was saying then the judge will decide what to do, and Rachel starts freaking out, thinking, "Oh, I thought this was over and nothing else." we didn't have to do anything else. The judge has to decide, am I gonna go to prison, blah, blah, blah. And Kristen's like, no, you're not going to. And she gets all pissed at Belle and pulls her to the side and talking. And, oh, Lordy. It's like Kristen is all mad at Belle and stuff. And I'm like, oh, Lordy. Belle is trying to help out Rachel as much as she can. It's not like, Belle has something against Rachel for what she did, you know? And I don't think, I know. I know that Rachel, the actress that plays her now, is gonna be leaving soon. What's gonna hurt, because she set the bar so high. Poor child that comes behind her, or makes me wonder if she's still gonna be a kid or they're gonna age her to like a teenager. I was wondering. They might as well make her a teenager at this point. No more. Maybe send her away to she stay in oh lordy, where is that place? Bayview. I was like trying to think, what is the name of that damn place? I didn't want to call it a crazy house, but if she stays in Bayview or maybe goes to juvie or something, I don't know. Either way, I just feel like it's going to be a lot of drama because it's so pepper. That's what it's supposed to be. Anyways, but Kristen needs to just really cool it, honestly, because Belle's trying to do, and she did say she's like, I'm gonna push that. She just continues to get the help that she's getting now. Ugh, but Kristen wants to call her and stuff. I'm like, your daughter's a little demon child. She needs to get some help now. But I have a feeling that she's still gonna cause problems down the line. I mean, that's what happens when you. Well, I was like, you mix Demira blood with Kyriakis blood, but Rachel's not a blood Kyriakis, so I mean a blood Demira. She's a blood Kyriakis, but you know, but uh Blake, the Blake family didn't sounded a little out there too. Her uncle Peter, that she has not met yet. She has not met him yet. But I don't think Peter is dead. He'll pop up eventually one day. I don't know. See what Rolf has in store. Maybe it has something to do with whoever's in the tube. But anyways, that is my hot mess review of yesterday's Days of Our Lives episode. What did you guys think? Anybody team Leo and Dimitri, or your team Leo and Javi? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more Days of Our Lives reviews, other videos, and if you watch any of the other soaps, I do videos for them too. I did 2 reviews yesterday for General Hospital and The Bold and the Beautiful. So if you watch them, check them out. Even not, you like me, right? So you, let me shut up. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope everybody stays warm and out of the streets if it's snowing in your area. It's supposed to snow here around 6 o'clock, but we shall see. The weather reports are very all over the place. But okay, I'm gonna shut up. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.